स्पोर्ट्स से जुड़ी किसी भी छोटी या बड़ी अपडेट के लिए सब्सक्राइब करें स्पोर्ट्स तक और साथ ही किसी भी नोटिफिकेशन को पाने के लिए बेल आइकन को दबाना ना भूलें।
Well, Aaron, tell us how the finger's feeling.
Yeah, finger's okay. Haven't obviously batted or fielded or anything in the last couple of days. It's been a really nice refresher, but it has improved a lot over the last few days, and in the last day in particular. So today it'll be just full training, batting, catching.
How crucial is today making sure that it's, you need to be careful with it, or you just got to go hammer and tong and make sure that it is 100%?
No, I think it's about making sure that in my own mind that I'm comfortable playing with it, whatever it feels like. You can always jab it and take all the pain out of it. So for me, it's about making sure that my skills are in order, and for that, my ideal preparation is batting quite a bit and catching a lot. So I won't be changing that.
How do you block it out when you've got Starkey in the nets coming in bowling short at 140 clicks?
It's just a part of the job. It's a part that gets your heart rate going in particular, and I think that's what's been great about our net sessions over the last couple of years, is that they are full on. People do get hurt, unfortunately, at some stage. So that's a risk that you take to keep improving and keep making sure that you are mentally and physically as well prepared as you can be going into each game.
Aaron, you're playing in a Boxing Day test, mate. I mean, going up, Colac down the highway, you must have woken up just dreaming of this.
Yeah, I think with the Boxing Day test being such an iconic test match in world cricket, not just Australian cricket, I think that having that on your doorstep for so many years and being, I suppose, a huge fan of cricket and coming up and watching it as a kid, it's such a huge moment. Really proud to be a part of it, to be honest. It's something that not a huge amount of people get to do, and it's something that you dream about as a kid.
What did you do Boxing Day? Did you always come, or did you last couple of years? What did you do last year for Boxing Day?
For a few years we were playing Big Bash in Perth, so we're always either travelling or playing on Boxing Day. A few years before that, it was coming sitting in the stands, having a couple of beers with the boys and just enjoying it. And I remember Warnie's 700th wicket and things like that stick in your mind forever when you're at a Boxing Day test. And as a young kid, used to come to not necessarily Boxing Day, but day 3, day 4, things like that, and it's just a great atmosphere, isn't it?
You've had success on the G, and in front of big crowds too. I think it was on in the World Cup against England, got 100 hits, so you know you can perform on the G, just obviously against the red ball.
Yeah, I've had some really good performances in one-day cricket in particular out here. 3 or 400s, I think, in one days, which is really pleasing. It's a ground that I love playing. It's the best ground in the world. The history that goes with it, the prestige of playing at the MCG and representing your country, I think all goes with that. And it's just going to be exciting. Looking forward to it.
How do you not let that pressure get to you? Because obviously, like you said, it is so iconic.
Yeah.
How do you not let it get to you?
I think it's just, you understand that yes, it's a big moment, and I'm sure that there'll be a lot of nerves. I tend to get more nervous going to the game, so on the drive into the ground or something. But once you're there, it's a bit more familiar. It's a bit more sitting in the same seat I've sat in for 12 years or 11 years for Victoria, and just to be back in familiar circumstances and familiar surroundings, and have your own teammate, like your teammates around you. It is just another game, and obviously it'll only be my 5th Test match. But having been around the Australian cricket team for about 8 years now, it's less of a distraction, I think.
You've had a few tests in Australia now. Do you feel like, as I think Virat Kohli probably drives buck, but do you feel like you've got more of a handle on your game the start of maybe the summer?
Yeah, I think that particularly in Adelaide, there was a bit of eagerness to try and dominate and try and do really well and get on top of an attack, which is hard to do against a world-class attack like India. So it's about making sure that you keep your emotions in check and slow your heart rate down as well as you can, and make sure that you're just controlling what you can control.
Sounds like you learned a pretty good lesson from obviously that dismissal before we were talking about. So you've learned a lesson out of that and carried that forward. Yeah,
I think trying to boom a cover drive first up is always pretty tough on any wicket. So it's about, you're always learning regardless of what type of game, who you're playing against. So, but for me, it's still about being true to yourself, true to your own game, and sticking to what works for you the majority of the time.
Aaron, is there any doubt in your mind that you might be out there? Yeah, you fully think you feel like you'll definitely be there, no issues?
Yeah, unless non-selected, no, my finger won't hold me back one bit.
And how much have you enjoyed, I suppose, the on-field battle between your two captains? Are you expecting those two to go at it again? Maybe not physically, but in terms of the verbal barbs still?
I hope not physically. I saw the YouTube clip of the guy who got man-catted the other day. That's quite strange, but no, I think that like we know with Virat, he wears his heart on his sleeve. So does Tim. I mean, they're both very proud about their country and both trying to win. And I think that's been no different to any other cricket contest that's happened over forever, I guess. It's just probably that the stump mics have turned up a little bit louder than they usually are. The flying foxes going around capturing some more audio throughout the game. So it's genuinely no different to any other game. It's just two guys, well, it's 22 guys really, just been absolutely passionate about winning and doing all they can.
Ravi Shastri described Virat as a gentleman today. That's a fair characterisation?
Yeah, like I said, he's someone who wears his heart on his sleeve, and he's so passionate, and you always know what he's thinking because he's so animated. So I've always found Virat to be great, and we've had some great battles on the field over the years. But yeah, it's all part of the game, all part of the theatrics at times.
You spent a lot of time after the Perth win with the fans giving autographs. Now we are here for the big carnival, which is of the Boxing Day Test match. How does it feel to be part of it, the whole carnival?
Yeah, it's great. I think for the fans that were there on day 5, for the players to give an hour of their time and sign autographs for the kids and have photos and things like that, I think that's the least that we can do for the fans. I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of people come out and watch cricket every year in Australia, millions, and many more millions watching on TV every day. So I think it's so important that you give back where you can.